They might surprise me, but I think they're just gonna pussy out.
Guys, I have a new, cheaper coin sponsor. It's at yohard.com. You can get 100k for under £10, and with a discount code JMX, it's even cheaper. Link is just down below. They're 100% reliable, and they have an instant service.
Yo, so the other day I did a video on 5 reasons why Jake Paul will beat KSI. It should really have been called 5 reasons why Jake Paul can beat KSI, but I needed the views, okay, allow me. But a lot of people confused that video with me thinking Jake would beat JJ. Even though I said in the video something along the lines of KSI would beat the shit out of Jake Paul. I think if JJ fought Jake, he'd win. But still I had comments like, why don't you like KSI? Firstly, even if I said Jake Paul would beat him, that doesn't mean I don't like KSI. That doesn't mean we're not friends, that's just a prediction. And then also I said JJ would win, and I did say I'd do 5 reasons why KSI will beat Jake Paul. And so yeah, here we are, that's what we're doing now. But since then, Jake has said he wants it to be an MMA fight.
It's an MMA fight, mixed martial arts.
No hanky.
Boxing, soft. Headgear, soft. This is a real fight to see who is an actually better fighter.
Which could seriously change things. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. He also said he wants 250k to be put down.
Each fighter puts up $250,000 of their own money.
But he's also said that now he's fighting Deji and Logan's fighting JJ because it's older brother versus older brother and younger brother versus younger brother. So I don't know what the fuck's happening now. It was originally gonna be 5 reasons why KSI will beat Jake Paul, but now it's gonna have to be 5 reasons why KSI will beat Jake Paul / Logan Paul, whichever one he fights. So yeah, that's what we're doing. But now also, JJ's come back saying that it is going to be a boxing match.
Me versus you, Jake Paul, in a boxing match. Leave my bro out of this because I'm the one that called you out.
So I don't really know what exactly is going to happen, but we'll go over the 5 reasons why Jake's going to get destroyed anyway. Quickly, if you're not here and you'll have a massive penis, then make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Join the team if you want games. Make sure you check out FPS Protein. I just actually had a shake and it was amazing. Tastes like a milkshake, link in bio. Anyway, reason number 1, advantage number 1 for JJ over Jake / Logan, I don't know which one it's gonna be, is he's got like 6 months boxing experience. There's no way they've been boxing. They had no idea really he was gonna beat Joella and then call them out, or I doubt they did. Advantage number 2 is JJ is heavy-handed. He hits like a motherfucking truck, okay? As you saw against Joella, he couldn't deal with the power. And that was one of the things that everyone actually used to say. So I had a lot of friends that have sparred JJ. He did actually ask to spar me, but I couldn't do it because I literally just dislocated my shoulder, but I couldn't tell him that. So I made up some excuses at the time, but I kind of wish I had sparred him. It had a lot more perspective to this, but still, he hits hard. As you can see here, this was the training partner video. You guys have all seen this. I know this was without headgear, but I mean, Jake and Logan want to fight without a headgear, so I don't even know if they do. As you can see, he absolutely slumped this guy when he sparred him. Absolutely slumped him. That shows that he has knockout power. One of the main reasons JJ hits so hard is because he's actually naturally very strong. So like, that is actually a thing. Some people aren't as naturally strong. Some people are more suited to long distance. Some people are naturally just powerful. Like Olympic sprinters, naturally more powerful. The hardest hitting boxers will be naturally just more powerful. You can take one person, no matter how hard they train, they do exactly the same thing as, for example, say Mike Tyson, who is naturally very strong, naturally very powerful. They won't hit as hard. Like, they will not hit as hard, and that's kind of like JJ. I don't know to what extent he is naturally strong, but I know he is naturally stronger than the average person. I think one of the biggest reasons is quite simply how good he was against Joe. Like, Joe had been training apparently 8 hours a day. I'm not sure like how many of those 8 hours was actually boxing training, and I don't know what he was doing with some of the 8 hours, but he trained hard for this. He really trained hard for this, and still JJ didn't really look like he was in too much trouble at all. He did have his hands down a lot, literally for as soon as he like realized that Joe wasn't throwing much, he pretty much had his hands down the whole time. But I think the reason for that, and we will show in a bit, JJ using his defense a lot more. I think the reason was for that, him having his hands down, was literally quite simply because Joe wasn't throwing a lot, and he didn't need to necessarily have his hands down. Sorry, his hands up. He was just using his head movement to get away. And also, like, JJ took some big shots. That was a sick uppercut. JJ took some big shots from Joe, but none of them seemed to particularly affect him too badly, which shows that he can take a punch. And that is actually very, very important for boxing. If you can't take a punch, then, well, you're just not really going to be very good at boxing. So, like, I mean, saying that, we don't actually know if I can take a punch yet. I mean, I think I can. I've taken some, no, I'm not talking about Mike Fox. I've taken some big punches, but in an actual boxing match, I haven't really taken any big punches yet. So I might be saying this and I'm just going to take one big punch and I'm like, have it down like that, to have a training partner. But yeah, this again is showing a bit of the power. But Joe had like a lot of training for this. He's a very athletic guy, so I know he was smaller. But I see that again, like he hit him with a big punch there, just didn't do too much. Like, and I'm sure Joe does hit quite hard because he's very strong, he's a gym lad. I'm sure he hits hard, but it just seemed like JJ could take them. And he's just teeing off on him, absolutely teeing off on him. And we all know what happens. But what I think is most crazy, and this is reason number 4, is we're gonna look at JJ's first kind of sparring videos, his first time boxing. And then we're gonna look at where I thought he was most impressive, and that wasn't actually in that fight because he had his hands down a lot because Joe wasn't hitting back. When he actually sparred with FaZe Sensei, who is a pro fighter, he had to have his hands up and he had to box proper and he had to box to his maximum ability. Let's just look at the difference. Okay, so this video was released on the 22nd of September, which is about 3 months and 10 days from the fight, roughly that. So this is a bit crazy. So this is him sparring with Harry. As you can see, like, you can still see he's swinging big hands. You didn't really sit too well in that. This footage makes it a bit better. Okay, so yeah, as you can see here, Ali had been training for like absolutely ages. He's been boxing for ages at this point, but like JJ, he wasn't, like, he did catch him there nicely, but that's a swing and a miss. He's literally running away. Like, for 3 months and 10 days difference is ridiculous. Is literally ridiculous. Some of his punches are like that. Like, he's like that. That was 3 months and 10 days ago. So as you can see, here he is fighting against a pro fighter. And you're gonna see he fights differently to the way he fought with Joe, and I thought he fought better. Was that his hands are up. He's not, he knows he's gonna get hit if he doesn't keep his hands up, or at least he's got one hand up at least. Because in the fight, he literally had both hands down. And some boxers do just fight with one hand up. But the difference for 3 months, I'm not gonna show too much of this, but the difference of 3 months and 10 days is really impressive. Like, he's catching right there. He's catching a pro fighter who isn't. He doesn't stop coming. He's just on him. If this was 3 months and 10 days ago, he literally would have turned around like this, or gone for the single leg takedown or something like that. Like, so it makes you think, because Jake said that he wanted the fight to be within 3 to 6 months or something like that. If it's boxing, it is finished, is over, because JJ's already got this big start, but this was 3 months. Imagine another 3 months onto this. This isn't normal. This is an unnatural rate at which to learn boxing. Like, he shouldn't have got that good in that small amount of time. It's very impressive. One thing I saw, and this is actually, it's a bit of a small point, but it's just a point that I thought I had. So firstly, check out this documentary. It's on FaZe Clan's channel. It's by FaZe Sensei. He seems like a beast. He knows fighting inside, flipping out. And it sounds like he's gonna be committed to train JJ, or help JJ to beat Jake/Logan. And when you got training of someone who knows his shit like that, and he seems like he helped him a lot with the Joe fight, coupled with the fact, and this is a bit of an outside point, but I think it is quite relevant and interesting. You saw JJ didn't really upload during the time that he was properly training for the Joe fight. Because he doesn't really daily upload anyway, he was pretty much able to focus completely on training for the fight. Whereas Logan and Jake, they're daily fucking vloggers. They have to daily vlog, and that's gotta take out quite a bit of time out of their day. I know they don't necessarily edit their videos and stuff, but still, they do quite a lot of shit in their vlogs, and that is gonna take out a lot of time. They're not gonna be able to dedicate as much to this fight as JJ will. No chance. They're just not gonna have the time to do that. That's another reason why I think Jake's gonna get every single dab he's ever done beating the shit out of him. Now, I'm still not sure about Logan, just the height and the weight advantage might be too much, but in MMA I think it will be too much. But if it's a boxing match, I don't know. I don't know how good Logan is. If it's MMA, however, they've both been wrestling all their lives. They know what they're doing. They said it's because headgears are soft.
Boxing, soft. Headgear, soft. This is a real fight.
I don't think that's why. It might be something to do with the fact that they've been wrestling all their lives, which is a big part of MMA. And I guarantee if they did fight in MMA, Jake or Logan would just completely pussy out and go straight for the legs, go straight to try to take him down. And I don't actually want to see that, because I hate MMA fights like that. That's why I don't want McGregor to fight Khabib, because I know he's just going to try and just take him down and just screw him. And I think they try and do that. They just try fuck him and take him to the ground, and JJ's never wrestled. MMA, I think, might be really problematic for JJ. But boxing, I think JJ would smash Jake, but I don't know. In fact, I don't think they will do it in a boxing match. They might surprise me, but I think they're just gonna pussy out. Now, saying all this, on the other hand, Jake has said he wants to fight Deji.
Why don't I fight Comedy Short and Logan fights KSI. Both little brothers. Versus both big brothers. Oh my.
I'm sorry, Deji, but if that happens, I think it might be over for you. And only because, pretty sure Deji's quite short. I think he's like 5'8", maybe 5'9", but with Jake being 6 foot, there's a disadvantage there. I know Deji isn't massively heavy, and also Deji's never boxed before. Well, I don't think he's ever boxed before. I mean, we can watch this footage. I mean, that's a little switch of stance there, interesting. I don't think Deji has boxed too much before. Yeah, I'm not sure how well Deji would do against Jake, but JJ also said in his video to leave his brother out of it.
Leave my bro out of this because I'm the one that called you out.
That points towards the fact that Deji probably won't fight him anyway. But I mean, nowadays, who the fuck knows? Like, everyone's fighting everyone now. But someone actually commented for me to fight Chance Sutton, and you know what? I don't know how tall it is, how big it is, but fuck it, I'll do it. Any of Team 10. Nick Crompton, let's go, son. I don't think any of them would happen. But anyway, there you go. They're the 5 reasons why KSI will beat Jake Paul / Logan Paul. I don't know which one's gonna happen. Anyway, so yeah, let me know who I can fight. Obviously, I did say in that video, because they all encouraged me, that, you know, JJ, let's go. But to be fair, right now, he could fight Jake and Logan Paul, so I can't blame him. As Jake Paul would say, I'm not relevant. But it's all good. I just gotta hang around, see who wants to fight me, spark out a couple people, see what happens. But yeah, I've also actually gotta fix my shoulder so I can actually use both hands, and then we'll be living. Anyway, if you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here. Pardon, that was really rude. Subscribe if you're new around here and or have a massive penis. Anyway, thanks for watching. Get gains if you need them. Everyone needs gains. FPS protein, link in the description down below. I'll see you guys next time.